Hey guys, another nice day up here in the wild north of Netley, I tell ya. It is December 1st. Pretty much wraps up deer camp season for us, and it's the start of the ice fishing for me. So we went from walleye to whitetails, now we're going back to walleye. Good ice making weather out there today. It's about minus 14 Celsius, and actually my new friend Bo texted me this morning. He's on out on Balsam Bay this morning. He said there's 9 inches of ice, and I think he texted me like at about 9 o'clock in the morning, and he said that he'd already caught 5 and the biggest one was 25 inches. So greenbacks are there this year, but the only thing I don't like about that place is the masses of people it attracts, and oh well, we'll see. I'm sure Expert Guide will have a new place to go to. So I figured today I'd just give you a little video. I'm planning to go back into the house there and make my famous homemade spaghetti sauce, and I'm going to put a little twist on it today. I'm going to use some venison ground. Sniper Bill gave me a pack, so I figure what the heck, let's try it. Try it in my spaghetti. And it's a really good recipe. It's easy to make, it's quick, you can make it, add whatever you want, but it's really good. We usually have it for a couple days and get and freeze it. So I'm going to do that a little later on. I'll show you guys that. And you know, although we didn't get any deer at deer camp this year, it was a good season for the cast of characters. Deke from Northern 204 Adventures, he got himself a nice buck. Actually, he got it the same time we were at deer camp, so good for him on that. I know he puts a lot of work and technology into it, so it paid off for him today. Oh, there's a hawk or an eagle. Oh, it's a crow. Bo, my new friend Bo, I know he got his deer, but also he is the only one that I know this year that went moose hunting, and he's got a nice massive bull this year. So really good on him for that. Beautiful. And who else was there? Oh, Expert Guide. He got his and his nice buck at his secret spot, which will never be on any of my videos, because it just is a secret spot. So, like I say, I'm getting ready for the hard water season. Looking forward to it this year. You know, Cousin Rick is my partner. We do lots of fishing together, so we'll definitely see him out on the ice this year. I don't know when we're going to be going first. Got lots going on around here too. Got Mountain Man Phil coming over to do some plumbing work for us. I don't know when that's going to happen, so I got to get that squared away first. And then that's about it. So I'm looking really forward to the ice feed. Oh, and also Mark Pro got his spiker. He got a spiker this year on the last day of his deer season, and he worked hard too. Like well, check out his video, Mark Pro, and he's got some good. And his friends and family, they got a lot of nice deer down in central Wisconsin this year. So good on all those guys for that. Keep that Pete and Well Posse name alive and proud. So yeah, so I'm going to go inside. I'm going to start this recipe. Shouldn't take too long. Just want to share it with you guys. People, I think, I don't know if I like it. I don't want to turn this into a cooking show, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. I like it. I like sharing it. It's easy. Sometimes you get an idea from it to elaborate and change up your personal recipe, and that's basically what I do. I see something and I change it and move it the way it's good for us. Okay, let's carry on with this, and then we're going to go inside and start that spaghetti sauce. Rip and wrap. Try that this year. Alright guys, welcome back to the old kitchen at the lodge here. Like I say, we're going to make the spaghetti sauce with an outdoor flavor to it. we're going to add, instead of using ground hamburger, we're going to use ground venison, which Sniper Bill dropped off to me earlier today. So it's nice and fresh. So the ingredients today, I'm already cooking that up, by the way. It's here. I'm just going to basically just fry it in the pan here. And I added a little bit of salt and pepper, that's it. Fry it, strain it, and then we'll add it to the sauce later on after. So the ingredients that we use for this particular dish is onion, celery, green pepper, tomato sauce, diced, a big can of diced tomatoes, and then we are also going to be adding in some fried mushrooms, which I'll get to in a moment, Parmesan cheese, and spices. There's some spices, just some oregano, some Italian spices that I sprinkle on there. And you could add whatever you want. If you want it a little more hot with a little more kick, you could add in some chili pepper or whatever you want. So that's the beauty of this little recipe, that you could just start off with a base and then take it anywhere you want. That's it. Let's get started. Okay, so as I mentioned, we got some mushrooms here. They're just white mushrooms. You can use whatever kind of mushrooms you like. I'm going to fry these up. I got some butter in the bottom of the dish here. I'm going to fry them up, add a bunch of garlic powder, and then get them really nice and garlicky flavor. That's where you get a lot of, I forgot to mention garlic in those first recipes too. I also chop up some garlic and put it in the sauce after, but I like to get a lot of the garlic flavor actually from the mushrooms, but I pre-cooked the mushrooms before I add it into the sauce, so let's do that. Okay, so we'll put this on medium. Front element, get that cooking. The venison is cooked, so it is. Let me give it a little taste. Definitely a different flavor, but it's good. Good. I'm gonna shut that off. I'm just gonna drain off all the fat, because I guess some processors, they'll use pork to mix in with it. I guess that's what they do. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it does create a lot of fat, so I'm gonna drain it off because I don't want it in my sauce. Okay, so these mushrooms have been cooking down now for about 15 or 20 minutes. I'm going to add some more garlic powder. Like I say, this is where the garlic flavor in the sauce comes from, so don't be afraid to put a lot on that. And also, now that it's almost done, I'm going to add some chopped onions to it. More flavor. Oh yeah. Ooh, smells good. Smells good, I tell you. Alright, now we're going to let these cook down a little bit longer. Okay, mushrooms are just about ready. So that means we can get started on our actual sauce. So first thing I got to do is chop up all of these vegetables. Okay. Hey. Oh. Midnight? Okay. Come on. Hello. Okay. Anyways, you guys want to see a magic trick? Watch this. Voila! No Chris Angel, but I can sure hold my own, I tell ya. Damn, I forgot to throw the garlic underneath that magic towel. Where is the garlic? Wait. There it is. Whew. That was a tough one. Alright, let's chop it up. Alright, let's get started on the actual sauce itself. And I decided to use, normally I don't use this big pot. This is my chicken soup pot, but I'm making a kind of a little bit more than normally. I've got a lot of venison there, so I don't want any accidents. So we'll use this big pot. First thing we got to do is put some butter on the bottom of that. A little bit of butter. And then we are going to add our onions into that. Now whenever I fry onions, I always put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Okay, so these onions are cooking down really good. They smell great. I'm going to give them a little bit longer. You want them to get soft but not brown. I guess that's where the term translucent comes in. All right, that should do it. Next we're going to add the celery. Such a great flavor, celery. Now what I like to do when I put the celery in, turn that down just a little bit, and then I cover it up. And then the steam actually steams the vegetable. Let that simmer now. Nice. Okay, let's have a look. Oh yeah. Whoops. Enough to wait a bit. Vegetables are getting a little bit soft. Perfect. Have a look. Have a look in there. Okay, the next thing is I add in my diced tomatoes. Oh, wrong. I gotta add the garlic. There's the garlic, chopped garlic, as much as you want. Now the thing about garlic when you put it in something like this, you can't fry it because it'll get bitter. So all I'm doing is releasing those flavors right now. I'm gonna give it just like 30 seconds. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I'm gonna add now my diced tomatoes. Peppers at this point. I'm not going to use them all. Just like a few because they give me heartburn, but I love them. Then I'm going to add in 2 cans of tomato sauce, and this tomato sauce, it's we get it from Costco, Kirkland, and I guess Nicole brought it home one day. It's organic tomato sauce, and man, it has got such a flavor to it. That's all we buy. We buy it by the case now. Add a couple of those. We'll see what happens. I can add one more if we need later. Nope, there's midnight. Better go let her in. There we go. Okay. Now at this point I'll add in, I said before, I use some Italian seasoning. Just basic, whatever. It's oregano, some herbs, not too much. Don't want to over flavor it. I like the natural flavor of that food. So I put a pinch of that in, a little more. Turn this up a little bit. I think we could add in our mushrooms. A lot of flavor in here, I tell you. Sauce is a good thickness, I think. Like I said, I got all those big chunks in there, which make it fun to eat. I'm gonna just mix this all in there. And that is almost it. The last step is Parmesan cheese. What I do with this is I just sprinkle it on top. About that much. Cover the top. And cover it. Alright guys, so that just about wraps it up. Sauce is cooking. Gonna let it cook for the rest of the afternoon. Enjoy a good plate of spaghetti, some garlic toast tonight. Ground venison spaghetti sauce. That's what we'll call it. Ground venison or venison spaghetti sauce. There, how's that? Okay, so I got a big mess to clean up here before Tilo gets home, I tell you. So I'm gonna get started on that. And oh, one more thing. I don't know if you noticed this on the counter. It's a, here, we just got this thing. It is called a power air fryer, which is basically like a convectional oven. Basically like a mini convectional oven. And we've been hemming and hawing, or Tilo's been hemming and hawing about getting one. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to touch this, but it's basically, it replaces anything you might deep fry at home. And it is awesome. We are so glad we got it. We've used it so many times. We've only had it since, I think, Friday night we bought this thing. And we're trying all kinds of things in here. You can cook anything in here. It's a good alternative. It doesn't stink up your house when you're frying oil. I know a lot of people who go outside and do it in the garage or do it outside, but I may even buy one of these for the old base camp out at Wild North of Netley, because it's awesome. It really opens up your range of snacks and foods and even dinners. So anyways, good purchase. Good purchase, highly recommended. And it's actually going to be today's unofficial sponsor of this cooking little show. It's called the Power Air Fryer XL. We'll see you out on the ice, guys.